I'm Nevada, Anadana. Alright. Welcome, everyone. No. Good morning. Okay, so guten Morgen. Let's get that off. Wow, looks like morning. Hope you're doing well.
As a rule.
Yeah, we will take a look. Okay. Let me just get this up. Here I am. A nice little sleep there. Right, let's get that up. There you go. Okay, good morning, everyone. Let's take a look at today. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look then. Starting off with the news. Obviously, we always start with news. This is what we do every morning. Let's take a look at what we have today. So, unemployment rate for the Swiss. At 645. Some euro news, some pound news, but you know they're yellow folders. They're very low impact. They won't really do too much. So that is okay. Later on, there's Fed speaking, but that's at 5 o'clock. So we're all good for news today, which is great. So in terms of that, we are ready to maybe look at taking some position. Not taking some position, sorry, taking some analysis. So let's start on Goldie. Looking like we are starting to push up now, which is nice, but it's got a long way to go for me to look interested. So kind of the same thing as yesterday. Let's take a look, right? Daily time frame did close bullish, but very weak bullish. If we make this top wick and then break the low, then we'll have a celery play down, which could be nice later on. However, we are pushing up nicely now anyway, which is okay. We're still looking like we're holding pretty hard this level here. It's 1865. So let's write the daily flip on over here. Get that on there. Okay, so that's the daily flip. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frames are continuing up. So you can start to already see, you know, what I'm really going to be looking at, right? 4-hour resistance here, 4-hour support. I like buys above in this area, nice clean zone. I think that would be beautiful for me. So let's write that on as well. There we go. Take a look at the hourly time frame and the 30-minute time frame. You can start to see some resistances, right? So there's obviously resistance here, which is what we saw yesterday. However, I wasn't really too asked about resistance there. I still want it a little bit higher up. I kind of want it higher up here. Yeah, buy above like these areas, or even above this little 50-minute resistance there, just because this is quite choppy anyway. I'd rather have a nice solid closure above all of this area for buys. I think that would be beautiful. So that is what I'll do. Buys above 1883.96. 996. Okay, beautiful. I think above there would be nice. Clean candles all the way to potentially drive. I mean, maybe all the way back up to 1909. Maybe not in one fell swoop, but you know, a decent amount, right? So that would be nice. Yeah, pretty simple. In terms of sells, where can we take sells? Well, if we come above 1884, reject later on, close back in the zone below like 1878, then closure back in the zone I'd probably take as well. Current support is obviously 1863. Is there anything to the left hand side to show us we have anything to the left? Let's take a look. Ooh, let me write this on. 1852. We've got a resistance there. I've got 1843. Okay, so these are good targets. Seem to be quite clean as well, which is nice. So look to the left hand side. So if I wanted to take a sell over here, if I got a sell closure below 1863, then we've got a nice 90 pip zone to 1852. So that's where I'd want to take my sells. Anyone got the new Harry Potter game yet? I've been looking at it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I can be asked playing it myself. I've just been watching T Martin play it. But it looks pretty cool. So yeah, gonna get this weekend. Yeah, I need to. For me, I need to go and do all my other single player games. I've never finished a single player game, and I've bought like fucking 7. I just need to finish them, and I feel there's no point in me buying another one. I need to finish the Star Wars one first. You know the what's it called? Got it here. It's a bit like, yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. I still need to finish that. I still need to finish Lego Star Wars. I literally played that game for maybe 10 minutes and then sacked it off. So yeah, I keep on buying single player games and just not playing them. I've never really been into single player at all. Ever. Never really liked it. Stop it, Ron. Stop. Guardian of your soul. Right, okay, so there's Goldie. Looking like we are ranging right now, so not really too asked at the moment. But yeah, buys with 1884, sells below 1863, 200 pip zone that we're in right now. But yeah, that's literally it. And take a look at GJ. What do you guys see at the start? Like, you just open the chart. For me, I see consolidation. I see low volume. I see bad price action. Why? Well, because the candles are printing sideways. They're printing bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, and the candles are like quite small. They're not the nicest, right? So it's actually not that bad, but there was some small ones around there. So no direction. So therefore, I always say this, right? If price has no idea where it wants to go right now, then how are you gonna know where it wants to go? So that's normally a sign to back the fuck up. Okay, so let's go again, right? Daily time frame. We are bearish right now. The last one did close bearish with that gap. That's all good. The 4-hour time frame is bearish as well. Has it got a top wick yet? Nope. So what we talk about here is, you know, there's a very, very likely chance we're going to make a 4-hour top wick, aren't we? So that's something to think about before getting into maybe early sells. Okay. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame. So hourly time frame, yeah, it's looking alright. I like these clean candles to the left here. I did quite like these. I was talking about these yesterday. But we've kind of trickled down there, which is a bit annoying. It makes this zone a little bit slower. And there's actually wick still there. This zone actually isn't that big anymore. So I was kind of wanting this to make a support like there, get a closure below there, and get a nice like 30 pip zone. But it's kind of trickled in this area, which sucks. So I mean, most recent support is obviously here, 159.259. Yeah, the wicks there are literally there. The support right there as well. I don't know. I think this is choppy. Man. This is choppy. So I'm probably gonna wait for this gap, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at the 50-minute time frame. Yeah, so maybe a closure back below 158626 to continue back down to fill this zone, because this zone here now is, yeah, it's like 64 pips. So I think that is okay. But apart from that, it's looking pretty shit, if I'm honest. There's no real clean zones. That's fine. In terms of buys, let's take a look to the left hand side of what we're looking like on the higher time frame. Let's take a look. Yeah, we came back to that resistance there, didn't we? It's like 2-3 o'clock. I'll draw that one on. In terms of where I want to take buys now, as I said, it's probably going to still be above this area here. 160.044 for buys, because then I can get a big push up and fill this whole entire zone. Here, either there or there. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, potentially there. If I go here, buy above 160. That's literally, I've been riding that on like 4 times past like 3 days. So yeah, it hasn't really moved there since. That's okay. So yeah, I mean, sells below as well, as I said, potentially back to fill this gap that I had yesterday. But realistically, I'm not really liking price where it is right now, and obviously the direction for the high time frames is looking a little bit sus as well. I'll take a look at the people's chats in here, guys. You're doing a lot of work, which is good. Look at all this. Look at all these charts this morning. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna go through that. So let's take a look then. EJ, same thing. Same thing. It's in the gap that I want, but there's just no volume right now, so I'm kind of scared of that. So for me here, sells below 141,530 to continue all the way back down to 140,500. So that's a nice 100 pip zone, and that is the only thing I really want on EJ. Okay, pretty simple, pretty obvious. These are the clean candles. This is where I can take my little piece of the market and then boom. So yeah, I'm also getting some audio clips. Let's see if I can actually add them on straight away. What can I put them as? I need more buttons on my keyboard. I've added some new sounds. Let's see if I can get one up and running. Okay, let's take a look at this. This one. Ah, here we go. Okay. So if I go there, let's see if this works out. Ah, very nice. Audio file.
I'll give it a try.
No. Why not? Do.
Okay,
Oh, do
I have
not.
to go into
There is no try.
yes, I'm gonna have to go into Premiere Pro and just make an audio file. That's all right. That's all good. Did gold look like a fake out to you on the previous 30? Well, this one here. I mean, no. Why? Because this bearish candle here, yeah, it might have closed above. It also didn't close above Asian highs, by the way, so it's still not really a fake out. But it closed above previous resistance, which is here. Okay. However, this bearish candle did not close back below, did it? It closed on the support, so that was not a closure below. Okay. So always remember that if you're looking at a closure back in the zone, and your support and resistance is there, and price comes above it and then closes on the support, then it can still make support to continue. It needs to close under, it needs to close in it. Gold's fake out. No, it's gold's looking shit at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The price action I'm getting is nasty. So I'm not too happy at the moment. February has given us very tough price action every day. I don't know. I think it's been all right so far. I think it's been quite a nice month so far. Bro, can you explain how do you manage your risk when you're in drawdown? If I get a candle closing against me on the 15 or the 30 minute, that's when I start to manage. How about sells below 1872? Yeah, I see that actually a little bit more. Yeah, I see that. Because you got these clean candles to mirror down to 1869. Yeah, potentially. There's a lot of rejections there, though, so you'd have to get in pretty early. Potentially. We'll see. Yeah, I don't trust the daily candles go way up either, to be fair. Yeah, potentially a closure back in that area. I just don't like how there's support right there either, to be honest. Roger, isn't that goal buy? Yeah, maybe salary play. Did you take anything out of it if you got in? You got like 14 pips out of it. So let's take a look then. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this morning. No, he took a loss. Ooh. Let's take a look. Now, how do you know he took a loss? I don't think he would have. Oh yeah, he did. So far, a negative week. Interesting. Roger Banks in a negative week. Roger says yes. If this 30-minute closes bullish, I'm going all in. Doesn't look like it's going to. I don't think. Is it okay the hour to take a trade? Wait, what? What? So yeah, I'm still waiting for above. I think in terms of Goldie, I still think we're pretty bearish. I don't think we're gonna move too far yet from there, to be honest with you. So GJ's kind of pushed down now to that kind of clean area that I wanted, but obviously we just kind of started really late with this push 260. Yeah, the zone only moved 10 pips. It hasn't moved the nicest. Yeah, nice. So yeah, yesterday, did everyone take anything in NY? I didn't. Think. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, we didn't really do too much, did we? We kind of just a little bit of resistance forming on Goldie, but there wasn't much that I liked. Wasn't the best. So yeah, close below 30-minute support, 141.8. What's this for? Yeah, so look at Goldie over here. Came up to the Asian highs, rejecting now. Interesting. Looking like it's going to come back in that little zone. So in terms of GJ, you know, I expected that this zone from there to there would push nicely. It's just a shame that we had so much fucking range in Asian before that push there. It's a bit annoying. If it was a little bit higher up, I would have taken it. Yo, Max, do you mind sharing your daily routine as a trader? Yeah, right now it is. It's pretty full on, to be honest with you. I finish a stream. I would normally wake up like 5:45, 6 o'clock. Then just chill around in bed for a little bit. Always check the charts though, just in case there's a move coming up. Finish the stream, so do the stream, finish at like 9 o'clock. First of all, edit my video that I took a trade on or whatever I wanted to clip. That takes like 20 minutes. Then go straight to the gym. Then come back, get changed, look at the charts again. Do NY session, also do the NY Outlook now. I'm doing the NY Outlooks every single day. Do NY session, and normally do a simulation session. So then that normally takes me to like 3:30. Then clean the flat up a little bit. Make some tea. And then just do admin work and all my other business kind of stuff. And then I relax. So yeah, it's a pretty big day, but the good thing is I get the gym like in the middle of the day, which is nice. GJ. So yeah, in terms of this zone below, I'd rather just skip this whole zone, 158, 600, and then I can get this gap. GJ's in the gap, yeah, it was alright. Alright. I don't like how the owl didn't have a top wick. It's kind of annoying me. But yeah, that's what I do on a daily basis. So yeah, I make tea as well pretty much every night. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Clean the flat, do the washing, and I make bread. What else does the last want from me? What else is the last one from me? But yeah, actually, I'm gonna look at making some nice dishes. I went to the shops yesterday, get a nice steak. I'm gonna make a nice steak this lunchtime probably. So GP housing news coming out now. Medium impact, yeah. Halifax is very, very interesting this, yeah. So this is obviously how much the change in the price. So it's still thinking that the price is going to be negative. So obviously the houses are losing value, which is great for me. So then I can start to play Monopoly again. Yeah, so the rental that I had up, we got new people in it. Guess how many people turned up to view it? Guess how many people? The rent was 650 a month, maybe. Maybe 700 now. It's actually not bad gaff, to be fair. Guess how many people turned up on that morning? 22. Yeah, I think around about 20 people. 20, yeah. 20 people. All fighting for it. It's fucking mad, man. Good news. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. 0%. Ooh, hasn't changed. Interesting. Interesting. That's better than they thought. That's nice. That's mad. That's fucking mad, that. I'm actually not interested in EJ Gap. I am. I was interested. It's just that the volume before wasn't really nice. And yeah, we've closed below now and it has pushed, but I didn't really like how we were just ranging before. If I need to have confirmation that there's good volume in, and I didn't really there. All about the volume. I need the volume. I need the volume. If there's no volume, there's no trade, really. Because even if you get a good closure, if there's no volume to drive it, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle. So yeah, today later on we'll do a simulation session. We'll get a GJ1 up and running. Which will be great. How you look when you have volume? I think you mean like what do I look at? Well, how big the candles are. Obviously now GJ's, you know, has got a nice clean candle there now. So how big the candles are. So like now I know there's volume in now, which is good. Before I didn't. Right, quite small candles, no direction. So it's normally a lack of direction and a lack of volume. 5-minute trend line. Let's take a look and see if we have one. We want to do it on Asian low, like right around here. Yeah, I'd want it below this zone anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest. It's not a nice one. Looking for buys here? I'm not really looking for anything at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm just waiting for them to get into my zones that I want. Like if EJ comes down here, man, I got a nice move. Goldie looks ass for me. So 50 minutes close. Yeah, 50 minutes to close you back in the zone. I feel there's no direction yet. I can't see the cells yet, so I'm just gonna wait out over here. Also, to be honest with you, the support there below there, 1872 would be nice. So I'll wait until there. 200 people here already, 35 likes, amazing work. Yeah, so I've clipped a load of videos. So like this one here, this is for all of the traders. I love this movie, man. This movie is a life changer. It's like a Disney movie, but it's pretty good. We can trade. This is all the people in the chat who are looking at fucking arranging market. Make a trade. Looks like
another hedge fund manager.
And then I've got when someone takes an impulse entry.
Anger is not the way of the gentle.
Obviously, I'm gonna cut them and stuff and make them like an audio. And then this is obviously Timmy. This is when Timmy comes in the building when someone asks a retarded question.
Timmy! No, it wasn't you, Timmy. Try again.
Come on, Timmy.
Timmy, did you not do your homework?
Timmy! What else have I got? Oh yeah, I got this one. Wait. See this where you get a good trade. I would have played this yesterday. I'm just gonna make them like audio files, and then I've got some inspirational Yoda ones. So this is when people don't know to just take 1 to 2 trades a day.
Hey, I'll give it a try.
No. Why not? Do.
Oh no, this one. Yeah, this one is when someone goes, I need to stop over trading, over risking.
Hey, I'll give it a try.
No.
Try not.
Why not?
Do.
Do. Or do not. There is no try.
That's so true though. I'll try not to overtrade. No, do. Do not. Okay, let's take a look. What do you think about sells below 1869 on gold? 1869. There. Let's close it back another zone, but it's a very choppy area. Now, I just want a clean zone, man. I don't think so, because let's just put that on, right? So you want a closure below there. I mean, it is pushed down quite quick. Maybe. I'm supposed to get back down to the lows. It's not bad. How big's the zone? Yeah, it's like 60 pips. Depends how nice the closure is, how big the top wick is, to be fair. But yeah, maybe. GJ coming down. Yeah, boy. Oh, it's such a shame it ranged there. Like what? So what I mean by this is that I wish that GJ ranged like there, and then when we started moving, we could come down into this zone that I wanted, which is a closure below there, and then I could have taken the sell. But because Asian ranged like there in the fucking zone, it's just a bit of shit. So yeah, 1 second. Yes, GJ is pushing down. Where's Jason? I think they're just doing their own thing with their own little strategy, boy. We'll get some new faces on. I know Alex is getting a mic. There'll be new people getting new mics, which is good. We've had like 30 people join the last week, so there'll be some new faces. Don't you worry about that. I always thought there was no stupid question, but spending time on live streams has changed my mind. Yeah. Well, no, it's not like there's a stupid question. There's just sometimes, and actually, I generally think sometimes like hard, tough love sometimes gets you. For example, like when someone goes, "Are you looking like? Can I take a buy?" and like, everything's bearish. Like, come on, man. Why are you being a fucking retard? Like, if all the candles are red, why are you looking for a buy? So if they have that bit of embarrassment, like, oh yeah, that is true. To be fair, then they'll start to maybe focus on what they're doing instead of just randomly thinking, oh, buy or sell. Because remember, I was talking about this in the group yesterday. Do you want to be in this part? Do you want to be in this part? 77% of retail traders lose. It's a big percentage. So you've got to really focus and listen. So let's take a look then this morning and take a look at people's charts in the chat, because a lot of people send them in. So Dean over here. So Dean was looking at GJ. Yeah, I think I was beautiful. I was a bit cautious in terms of the Asian level, no volume, but that's exactly where I would have wanted it in terms of these clean candles. My only, cause of concern is I wanted to really start this move much higher up, right? So probably like a closure below there, and because obviously Asian range is range below there, then this zone from there to there gets quite small, and actually the wicks are already right there. So I didn't really like it just because we pushed down too far in the Asian level. But yeah, in terms of cells below, yeah, cells below 1585.20, beautiful for the gap. Here you've identified that this zone is probably not the best to take cells on from there to there, just because there's wicks rejecting there, and the zone's quite small anyway, and the support there, resistance there, it's not really worth it. Very, very good stuff. Let's take a look then at the next one. This is Goldie. Yeah, Goldie buy above. The celery play would have worked out. Did you take that? Did you take the buy at the break of the high? Because that would have been decent. I know Raja got lost in that, but break even I probably would have got. Let's actually take a look at that. Would I have got break even there? The stop loss was current candle. Oh yeah, stop loss is 12 pips. Because I always say, guys, if you're doing a celery play and it's valid, use current candle. It never re-breaks that current candle. So yeah, stop loss would have been 12 pips. And I would have got 14 pips. But yeah, I would have got 1-to-1. So I would have made a little bit of money on that, which is nice. Would you take impulse entry if GJ fills the gap because it may push quickly? No. That's like saying, do you want to jump into a trade because it may push? You know, that is literally a FOMO message, isn't it? Right? Think about it. Would you take an impulse entry if GJ fills the gap because it may push quickly? Yeah, but it may not push quickly and it may reject. You need to think, right? Stop trying to guess what price is going to do. So basically, I think what Karen's saying there is that if price gets down to here, are you going to take an impulse sell? Because it may just push quickly. I go, well, if it pushes quickly and I can't get an entry, that's tough shit. Right? That's tough shit. I miss a move, right? Well, I actually don't miss a move because it's not in my book to take impulses. But I know that if I get a closure, I'm going to get a nice trade there and I'm going to get a nice push. However, I missed the thing, right? These are the issues I have here, right? If I take a celery play, you either win or you lose normally with celeries. You normally don't get break evens, right? You win, well, great, you get a nice little push, and you also lose. Sometimes you can lose pretty hard as well, especially with impulses. Especially the probability of winning them is quite low because of the fact that you just impulse again. Whereas all I can do is just wait for a candle closure, then I have like an 80% win rate. And I can manage easier. I can really, really think through the trade. So for me, impulse trades are just a no-go. There's just no point. Impulse traders will never ever make it because they're looking at their pushes in like right now. They're not actually taking into account zones. They're not taking into account where they could have some troubles. The only impulse I take is a celery play, which is a kind of impulse move, because it's retracing, then it's breaking high again to continue. I would never ever take an impulse now, ever. Doesn't satisfy me. There's no point. What's the point? I've backtested again and again for closures on the reviews from last year, and I'm making like 20-30% every month. I just fucking sat with closures. Why do I need to do any more? I mean, after the closure without a top wick, well, yeah, it makes a little top wick, but if a closure, then that's not an impulse, right? It's fine. Yeah, I'd probably look at it. So yeah, easy kind of backing off now. We've got some little pips out of it, which is nice. 53 likes, guys. Make sure you like up the stream if you haven't already. Yeah, make sure you like the stream up. So yeah, in the G drive, I added the next homework there. Sorry, the homework there. Added the webinar. I need to actually date it though. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there. Yeah, I need to date these up. And yeah, I put all the GJ simulations in as well, so all good. On average, how large are your stop losses? Probably, let's take a look here. Around about 20 to 30 pips, I'd say. Recently, more towards 30 pips, yeah. And there, so that's 15, yeah. I'd say 20, 25 pips average. Yeah. So already, guys, look at the fake out stats, 100%. Very, very nice. Looking good. If I went a trend line break on gold. Yeah, I see it up here, but I need it to close below support, really. How long left for this? Yeah, 15 is going to close in 4 seconds time. It's still above that support, so for me, the trend line needs to be clean. So yeah, I've got that new boxing game. Oh my god, I was sweating last night, man. It was such a tactical game. You barely hit us. I might stream it actually, because it is quite enjoyable. It's a good fight, good fighting game. And like, yeah, it's like the way it works as well is pretty good. Like, it just feels right. Ah, fuck off.
Like, am I tweaking? I know you might be getting beat up, but don't.
I just use Tyson Fury, me. I think it's well fun to use.
I get it. It's early access, so everything is still being.
So yeah, like 3 minutes. So it's obviously like 12 rounds, 3 minutes each. So it's like a big, like it's a proper fight. Like at the end, like sometimes your stamina's like dying. Like if they go for your body for the whole match, you are dying, man. Oh yeah, I watched the new Puss in Boots movie. I think I said that it was fucking good shit. Yeah, I won't spoil it, but it's got some good what's it called? Good messages in it. Good messages in it. I think some people in life need to definitely watch that. Good messages. I love that with a good message, man. A good message in it. So yeah, I'm still kind of waiting patiently. I'm not really too arsed at the moment in terms of moves. I know EJ and GJ are starting to continue down, but there's nothing yet. Yeah, that new Harry Potter game got a 9 out of 10, which is pretty cool. I think I'll probably just watch someone else play it. Like, I've been watching T. Martin play it. Yeah, he's in part 3 now. Got slapped in gold buys, lol. How did you get slapped? How did you get slapped? If you really mark things up, this is why I'm not really asked about them buys there, right? Support here. Resistance is obviously here, right? Just before we started London. There's also support right there. Previous support. There's also resistance here. So you need to remember that if you're taking an impulse buy in these areas, there's support there and you haven't closed above it. So at any point when this starts pushing, you go break even and hope it continues bullish. That's what I would say. So that's why I'm not asked at gold at all. I'm waiting for a clean zone like above here. I get such a nice clean candle. If that happens today, great. If it doesn't, that's okay as well. I generally just think wasting your bullets on gold where the left hand side isn't that clean. It's just a pain in the ass. I'd rather take 5 or 6 trades that are clean as shit for the whole month and make my 8%, 10% on them trades and mess around with them shitty trades. What up, bro? What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. EJ looks clear to the downside. Yeah, 100%. If we get down there today, 520, that's gonna be looking beautiful. Looks like Wixie Boy got some good trades as well through Asian session. So how much is Raja Risk manage here? Let's take a look. No thanks. Match at every trade. Make sure you are away from the charts for one full hour candle. After taking a trade. Interesting. Yeah, he managed risk very nice. You look at that. 5 pip loss. Very nice, very nice. I just followed you on Instagram. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, go hit up that Instagram, man. Starting to make it look pretty nice now. I know it looks very similar to Don's, but I'm sure Don doesn't mind. He's just aesthetic, and then also from this whole time, look at this, looks nice now. Yes, I did this all by myself as well. That was a trade yesterday. I do need to get a better camera though. I just don't know which one to do, and it does the job. You know, it's not like it's an issue. I don't need a fucking high quality one. Oh, it's 500 likes as well. Nice. If you guys haven't followed there, make sure to go follow. I'm actually shout out the next couple of people. Actually, might do a little giveaway or something. If you guys haven't followed the Instagram, make sure to do so. Bro, I've sent you a message on IG. Please check after the stream. I will do. Yeah, if I'm always bad at replying, you need to remember I probably get like fucking 30 messages a day. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've already this morning got 10 messages. So that's why normally it takes a little bit longer. Yeah, there's a lot of admin work that goes into this as well, to be honest with you. But I'm not complaining. Ooh, official instant scram here. Max, did you ever use a bot ever? A bot for what? A trading bot? A trading bot. No. Never used a trading bot. I just feel if there was a bot that was amazing, then why wouldn't everyone in the whole entire world have one? It's clearly not the best. I don't know. I just don't. I remember Scott had a really good one. But yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just do it myself. So first message on Instagram this morning. Someone wants me to send them £200 so I can pay for their funded challenge. Lord have mercy. Your eyes are your bot, son. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, no indicator as well. The only have, this is not an indicator. This is just showing you a range. I wouldn't class that as an indicator. Oh my god, I was on like YouTube and I was like just playing something, and then I got that advertisement where it goes, "Are you like sick of these retail stupid traders? You need to get real stuff." So, oh my god, people. So nice strong candles on GJ, but as I said, the zone for me is a little bit further below, I think. Yeah, he always pops up in it. It's so annoying. Like, do I get any right now? Yeah, you see Manchester City. Oh my god. Manchester City are in the shit. Oh my god. Oh, they've really fucked them. What do you think of Man City charge? Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do though, because people are saying like stripping their titles, but that just makes a whole escalade of issues. For example, people who got relegated, people who, you know, all the money things. So I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they'll just take a load of points off. I think they'll just send them at the bottom of the league. I think. What happened? Well, I think we all kind of knew it because it was so obvious. But Man City, you know, obviously they're owned by, you know, Abu Dhabi and Dubai and stuff, all the people there. And what they do is obviously a football club, especially in the Prem, they can spend, you know, they can spend money on whatever they want as long as they've earned it. So for example, if like, I don't know, the Wolves get in 100 million in terms of revenue from sponsorships, XYZ, then they can spend 100 million in the transfer market. So what Manchester City were doing were they had their other companies in Abu Dhabi sending them money, like, you know, saying that they paid them, you know, advertisements, XYZ for huge amounts, when actually they really shouldn't have. You know, they're kind of making them figures up. So now they've got loads of money to spend. So yeah. So yeah, they're gonna be done a little bit over here. I think Pep might leave, you know. He says that if they've ever lied to me, I'll leave. And I think they probably have their unfair advantage. Well, yeah, they could buy all the players, you know. They've got loads more money. They were making more revenue than like fucking Real Madrid and stuff and Manchester United. It's like, you know, they're quite a small club in terms of that at the moment, anyway. Max, do you receive scammer phone calls because of Forex yesterday? They called me from the financial market. No, not really. Not really. So what happens to the club? Well, we hope it's not a fine, because a fine does absolutely fuck all to City. We're hoping that it's going to be points deducted, because that's what makes it, you know. A fine, like imagine that, like £100 million fine. Oh no, what a shame. I just have to dig a bit more oil out of the ground. Like, it's really not. It's not an issue. Hi, do you look at the 5-minute chart like Don when taking trades? Yeah, I usually look at the 5-minute trend line for gold. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't look at it I don't take it like with setups and stuff. I just wait for closures instead on like 15s or 30s. When do you want that next candle first form a wick and when not, bro? When either it's a 15-minute closure or I'm a bit cautious of the zone in terms of like it's not completely clear to me. Or if it's early on in the morning. If it's early on in the morning, like 6:30, there's normally quite a big lower wick. So yeah, it's just each to their own. But normally when I'm a bit cautious of the zone, maybe when it's not completely as clean, I'll wait for a top wick. Like for example, the one up here, on the 30 we didn't get a closure below, but the 15 we did. So I was like, right, the 15's closed very strong as well. If we get a nice top wick, then I can use that stop and I have more confirmation. Because I'd rather wait for the 30 to close, but because it made such a nice top wick, then I can, you know, I can take the flip there. They have deducted points before? Yeah. I think so. So yeah, I'm still not too entertained with this morning at the moment. Not too much. Not too much. Um, 63 likes, guys. Make sure to run up the likes. There hasn't been anything yet, but do you blame it? I mean, GJ's pushed it a little bit, but it kind of just came with the volume at 6:30. There wasn't really anything else. Look at this candle, just started to push. Filled the wick that I wanted to mirror. Can you see here? So when I was looking at GJ, I wanted to mirror like this, and like, you know, this candle push. It already done this. Now below here is just range. I don't like it. That's why I haven't really took this trade here. This candle there. Power speech today, Max. Do you think it could be a few hundred pips again? Oh, I don't know. You never know now. Not looking for sells in gold below 1872. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Depending on the closure, depending on the top wick, depending on the flip. Don't think the range is clear on the 1 hour. No, it is. Yeah. Actually, the 1 hour looks probably the best scenario. We can mirror that. We can mirror that. So we can mirror that there. Yeah. So yeah, potentially. Yeah. Because actually, when was this made? It was made at 1 o'clock. But that's still, I mean, yeah, you can get to at least 20 pips there, I suppose. Ace of pews. Sells about 1872.5. Also, the people who joined last night, I've added you to the mentorship. I've added you to the G Drive, link. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I've actually put the link in there. So if you ever want to go to the G Drive, just go to here, go to for members, please read, and then you can click the G Drive link there. Yeah. If you haven't got access to it, just tell me, and I'll sort it out for you. So yeah, closing really doji here. What does a doji mean? So this is like a candle which has a big wick to the top, big wick to the downside, closes pretty much at the entry. It suggests a lack of direction at the moment. Also, did you also switch a lot of strategies at the beginning of your trading? Well, yeah, I got involved with all the scamming fucking Instagram traders, so I kind of like, it's not a strategy that they do, they just fucking send out 30 billion signals and hope you don't do the maths and realize they're not profitable. So I got that, and then straight after I did my own stuff, I kind of just, you know, I don't even remember at the time, to be fair. I probably just was like, oh, it looks like bullish, I'm gonna take a buy, and then I just saw Raja. I saw Raja on Twitch. I was like, wow, I spoke about this all yesterday in the introduction video, but I was like, these fucking nerds are loving like 10 pips. I'm like, what? I want like to get a 100 pip move. Why are these guys getting so excited about 10 pips every day? And that's what started it. And then I watched them for 2 years. And then after the 2 years, well, towards the end of the 2 years, right, like in third year uni, I would just be marking up my charts in the morning before Raj's stream, and then he would come on and I literally would say exactly what he was looking for, word for word. Am I right? Okay, well, don't need the stream anymore. I can just do it myself. I just bought 2 years straight of courses and strategies. Insane, bro. Not profitable yet. There's no point in buying courses, man. Please stop fucking wasting your money on this shit. Like, at school, buying a book to like revise and like learn for, of course it makes sense, but a course isn't going to tell you jack shit. Oh, look at this candle, you can do this. That's the easy part. It's doing it in real life. That's the hardest part. Quick decisions when a candle closes. What setup do you want? Are you going to get the break of the low? Are you going to get the flip? Are you going to get the retest? Are you going to get X, Y, Z? What do the higher time frames look like at the time? You've got to all put it in at once. And I just think courses, because I was going to do a course. I'm like, you know what? There's actually no reason. Like, there's no point. It's just better to turn it to a live stream. You're just wasting your money. I didn't give any person, apart from the scammers at the start where they fucking nick my money. I didn't give one person a dime after. But I also lost 10, 20 grand before I started getting profitable. And that's literally why I made my Instagram, to try and get people to skip that page. The whole part of my mentorship for me was that I wanted people to skip that part that I just spunked 10, 20 grand on. That's the whole part of the mentorship. To make sure that you skip that part, you get profitable, and you can trade by yourself. And then the people that want to stay, just stay for the vibes. How did you manage to trade while uni? Did you trade during lectures? Yeah, I traded during lectures. Uni wasn't hard at all, to be honest with you. Maths at uni was not hard. It was just no. When I had homeworks to do and shit, and because I had like 3 or 4 homeworks every single week, and they all counted towards your grade. So I was doing a lot of work, But I would just have a good group around us and we would just bash them out in the library for like 3 hours, 4 hours. But in lectures, I couldn't keep up with the fucker anyway, because he'd be writing on the board, explaining it while he's writing, and I'm just trying to write it down first, never mind taking to what he's doing. Obviously, maths, especially third year maths, it's all just fucking letters. So I actually had to go and look at it back at home anyway. So normally I did a lot of my work after NY session. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to trade. I'm just going to learn with Raja. Even though I'm in the lecture rooms, I'm not really there. I'm kind of just there with the boys. But me and my mate Liam were just watching Raja the whole time. But after 2 o'clock, after NY session, then I'd start to graph. Because obviously Raja isn't trading after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So why am I going to? So then after that, after 2, 3 o'clock, I'd graphed. Yeah, I'd graphed. You're not in a Slack with Raja? Nope. I didn't buy anything off Raja. The only thing I bought off Raja is magic keys. But I'm assuming it's beautiful, man. I bet there's loads of content and stuff. But I just didn't. I just knew personally, why do I need to go join his like course thing just to read his videos when he does it every single day anyway? Are most of your mates keen to learn or you're not asked? Yeah, some of them are 100%. Especially now when I'm starting to like, they're like, oh shit, you've been doing this for a while now. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are keen. That's my situation right now. I'm in third year at Royal Holloway. Nice. Yeah, just make sure you get the degree and then you can do things after. Just make sure you keep that door open. What's the main mistake you made on your journey? Just the usual. Over-risking, over-trading, emotional. I'd get vexed if I lost a trade. I'd go and try and get it back. It's just, what normal people do when they get into this. And that took a while. But I did start very early. You need to remember that. I started when I was 15, 16, so that was tough. As you would expect. So the first 2-3 years were, painful. Painful. But that's the only reason why I started my Instagram. I was like, you know what, I kind of want to just document my trade so I can show people, how to do it properly and not spunk all of your money. And yeah, I just started to post them. What was my first post? My skin back in the day was so bad as well. I just look back on it. So that was like a year ago. Jeez. Man, my beard was looking fly there. I need to sort my beard out. I need a fucking haircut today as well. Still love that fit. Gee. Max, what size leverage do you trade with? 1 to 50. Or maybe 1 to 100. I don't know. I don't check. Well, this is back when I lived at home as well. Jeez. So yeah, look, this is what I just used to do before. I was in Leeds as well.
Oh no, baby, now I got the flu. Oh my god.
So when was that? Oh, look at that top. Look how sick that top is. I think, was that through COVID?
Hey guys.
Fucking hell, look how thin I look there.
Hey guys, I'm here to do some useful tips for if you're starting.
Mate, look at my veins as well. I wasn't even gymming that well there as well.
And I want to give.
Mate, I'm a fucking heavy boy now. How many posts as well? Holy shit. Yeah, still not on. Still kind of waiting for this EJ to get down there. Same with GJ. GJ. Alright, here we go.
Hey guys, here's an update of my
714 views. Trader development, excitement, frustration, self-doubt. Stage 1 and 2 you need to do by yourself and learn. You can win, but you also need to be able to lose. Yes, very, very true, Max. Very, very true. Let's take a look at these trades back in the day. So you know what I mean? That's an that's an impulse trade there. Hell no. So oh, that's a nice trade though. Look at that celery play. Support forming, very very nice. Makes a high, closes bullish. I think I'm gonna go in there. To be fair, I think that stops. Not even that bad. Same thing again. See, can you see how many times it happens in GJ? So much, right? Make a high, come down, retest, close bullish. I should have got in the buy there. To be fair, going a bit higher up, but that's just from growing every single year, right? Looking good. Go on, GJ, get down, boy. When you started getting profitable, were you doing 10% straight every month? Yeah, pretty much. Especially when it's on the challenges, yeah, at least. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It is a bit annoying. I'd say what you should do is, if work ramps up, because obviously you need to pass it, you need to pass it, all that kind of stuff. What you can do is just go back in the day. I mean, go back and see what I was doing throughout the day. And that takes like 30 minutes of just reflection of the day. And obviously when you finish exams and stuff, you can start to look at it a bit more. GJ coming down. GJ coming down. Yeah, it's a bit annoying how we didn't really what's it called? Get all the way down to where I'd want. Sorry, we didn't get the Asian level here. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. We will see. How much percentage risk per trade were you doing for the 10% a month? Just 1.4 still? I think I was doing 1.4 from the start, yeah. 1.4. Range. Should be very proud of yourself. You've come a long way. Well, I always knew I was destined for something. I had too much ADHD in my head to not succeed, to be honest with you. Especially in third year. Third year, I was going insane, man. My ADHD was taking over. I was walking down the street and all I could think about was money. Shit was nasty. Now, I don't give a fuck about money anymore. Times change, man. Times change. Times change. You also get a lot older as well, and you kind of just see what's important. But also, when you've kind of made it, not made it, but when you're quite successful for that, things do change, more priorities. Like I went back home a couple of weeks ago, and I was speaking to one of my mates at home, and he was like flexing. He's just got a normal job, like 22 grand a year. But he's like, "Oh, I just financed a new Audi," and I'm like, "All right, great, good stuff for you." But like, you can tell he's still in that like thing of just wanting to try and impress. I'm like, "Oh, bro. Chill out, boy, chill out. There's more stuff to life than the dollar." Dreamy. Gold sell 1874 to 1877. Take profit 1870. Stop loss 1876. 78. Well, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Your stop loss is further away than your TP. For this setup where you wait for support at support, the last one you showed in your Instagram just now, the range doesn't need to look that clean for that setup. No, well, it normally needs to be. It normally is clean because what happens is it's the push. So like, it happens on GJ a lot. I'd say GJ is probably the most. So when like price makes a high, it gives you that clean area now. So price comes, retraces, makes some support, closes bullish, comes back to the high. 80% chance to come back to the high if you make some support from a high. So yeah, the only thing that you got to worry about is when you're taking the trade here, when the support is formed like this, you need to make sure that your entry, either on the flip or the break of the high, is a decent enough zone. Let's say this is 10 pips, and make sure the high, the body of the high, is also at least 10 pips. If it's a bad R to R, it's not the best. It's not the best. The rotations can sometimes not be clean, right? Yeah, sometimes cannot be the cleanest. I don't know. It's normally not bad, to be honest with you. It's normally, you know, I can see that was a good retracement down there. It's normally quite a quick retracement. Yeah, I don't think it's normally that choppy. It's normally quite clean. Normally quite clean. 76 likes, amazing work, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So yeah, we're just kind of patiently waiting. I mean, it's nothing too much I still see at the moment. GJ kind of rejected now. But 45 minutes left. Sorry, 50 minutes left until 8 o'clock open. So what am I going to do at the gym today? I think I'm going to do chest. Get chest on the go again. Yeah, I did legs yesterday and I could feel it. I'm not going to lie. And I got bloody football tomorrow, so that'll be great. Right, let me actually take a look. How big is this Steam game? It's on Steam actually. It should be, shouldn't it? It's a Harry Potter game. What? It is not. £45 looks like. 45 quid. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that until I finish that Star Wars one, to be honest. So yeah, 80 likes, amazing work over here. Kind of a slower morning, but that's fine. Well, Max, AI smarter than you and I. If it doesn't make sense, at least making profit. No, but Dreamy, the actual stop doesn't make sense. It says gold sell 1874, 1877, which I don't know what that even means. You mean just between there? That's a 30 pip discrepancy, but anyway. Take profit 1870, stop loss 1868. So you're basically saying, like this is the trade that your amazing bot has put on, okay? Let's just say we make the higher one. So 1874 sell. Okay, stop loss is 1868, which is there. So I don't know how the fuck you take a sell with a stop loss which is less than your take profit. Your take profit is there. So I'm just saying that it doesn't make sense. That's all. Just a smart money concept trader, bro. That is pretty smart, to be fair. How do you stop it? Less than take profit. That is the answer. That is the answer. This is when TikTok came out. Fucking hell. Was that actually TikTok that long ago? Damn. My charts are white. I don't really like these. These charts are they're a bit naff. Now that is a good trade.
Short now because you exceeded the low here. I want to respect the high you just made and then to continue.
Look at that, an 8 pip stop. When are you ever in Lord's mercy now get an 8 pip stop? That's a good trade though. Clean candles to the left hand side, closure below. I think it closes below.
To the next level, which is here.
Yeah, so I didn't wait for a closure, even though the closure's happening in a minute's time.
Let's see what we're able to.
So there we go, pushing down now. Hope we break.
Fly. Come on, GJ, fly. Come on, fly.
Fly, fly, fly. Let's take a look at these other moves as well.
Closes. If it comes back,
I think I recorded this all on Zoom. Yeah, so I'm taking a lot of break lows here. You can see I changed a lot there. For me here, for this trade, what would it be? I can see exactly what I would have taken here. Let's go for it. So, zone 1, this is support. This is resistance. Zone above, I don't really like the buys above, okay? So look what happens. Price closes above, closes back in the zone, clean candle to the left hand side, so I'd take a sell there, stop loss above, to continue back down to the low. Easy! Easy, easy, easy. Let's take a look at this one. Another support forming again. Yeah, there's so many support formings on GJ back in the day.
so
I need to zoom out the chart. You can't even see to the left hand side really here, which kind of sucks. Some pretty huge moves there, which is nice. Are you in the family with Andrew Tate? So yeah, looking like we're just we did a nice push there. To be fair, how much did this move? Yeah, 46 pips. Just a shame that the zone that I really was looking for was this area here, and just Asian kind of screwed that up for me. But I know that the candles here should push nicely, and they eventually did when volume came in. But after here, I'm not really too harsh. Resistance there, support there. It makes this zone look a little bit shady. Obviously, price has pushed through and it's pushed very nicely, but in terms of what I want, it's not for me. Go on, EJ, get down, boy. Looking like probably there's going to be an EJ move later on, which would be great if you don't get it this morning. So yeah, we'll see if this Goldie goes. And 4 hour has no top wick. Will you enter 1530? I'm not asked. It's quite far away now from the top wick of the 4 hour. But if you look at the 4 hour now, what is price telling you? Well, we've retraced. We've found some resistance. We are now at 4 hour support. 4 hour support, which could hold, right? So it's quite a big level there. So for me here, that's why I'm winning a little bit lower, 158.652 to get past that support, goes below this hourly resistance, and then we can fly down into this zone. Very nicely. Very, very nicely. Okay, I might go quickly make another coffee, because I fancy another one, because I need that caffeine, boy. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I'll be 2 minutes. Right. Oh, my legs are really sore, man. Like a cripple. Goldie looking like it's trying to poke up. It's happening in gold, I told y'all, but you don't want to ban it. Wait, what? What do you mean it's happening on gold? You said sell, hasn't it? It's still bullish at the moment. What do you daily and 4 hour flips mean? It just means that I can see where the higher time frames are pointing, right? So if I'm on the 30-minute time frame now, I know the 4 hours bullish and I know the daily's bullish. Therefore, buys are probably going to be a little bit more on my bias, right? If we flip and then we close below, I know the 4 hours reflip to bearish, and then we're very, very close to maybe flipping the daily, and then obviously the overall direction is bearish. So it just means I can see the higher timers. I can picture them in my head on the lower timers without me just fucking skipping to this every 30 seconds to see what the higher time frames are doing. It means I can just see when they're changing direction. So I know right now, you know, why would I be looking for buys on GJ when the 4 hour and the daily are above price? Therefore, we are bearish. Higher timers are bearish. Go on, GJ, get down, boy. Come on, EJ, get down. So we've got 2 minutes left. Yeah, probably gonna have to wait for maybe another 15 or 30-minute candle closure, but that's fine with me. Looking like Goldie's pushing up here. But for me, there's no buys. The 4 hour resistance is right there, 1878. Gold daily, no bottom wick. Oh, for me, I have a bottom wick. I do have a bottom wick over here. I was thinking about maybe doing the little the membership thing on YouTube. Can you make your own like logos and not logos? Can you make your own like memes and shit? I'd quite like to do that. When I go into like Don has like cool like little like emojis and shit you get access to. You have to like download them and make them. I might do that. That'd be quite funny. Better luck buying gold 1882 as TP rather. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see, but for me the 4 hour res is still right there. I'm not too asked about it. Can maybe get back up to 1878. That zone is like 20 pips. It's alright. Financial memes. So, London Open right now. So yeah, we still got a while. So let's take a look at Goldie. Closed above on the 30. 15-minute, not really though. Not really interested in it. Just because the left-hand side ain't clean, right? Oh! What did I tell you? Who's laughing? Wait, what do you mean? You said sell, brother. It's going up. But actually, I still think we're just ranging it right now. So pipe down. If gold fake out like yesterday, would you be concerned with the wicks in the zone, or would you expect it to just fill the zone? Yeah, I don't like. It's not really what I like, to be honest with you. Because if you think about it, if this closes back below, is that going to be looking like really nice price action? Not really. It looks like literally we're getting a bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle. Half of them are dojis. It's just shit price action. So if this closed back in the zone, I wouldn't take it. Also, this zone here is pretty painful and not even that large. I'd rather wait further below 1872 to then get a drive. Dude had his chart upside down. That's fucking hilarious. So like gold's pushing, but as I say, look at the 4-hour res. Just look at the higher time frames. Always look at the higher time frames, right? If I want to take gold buys, is it really valid? We are 12 pips. We are 12 pips to the 4-hour resistance, so it's not worth it for me. The zone is shit, right? I think volume would move gold up. You need volume, but you also need clean zones, and this zone isn't really the cleanest, is it? What happened when price came here before? It kind of just trickled up and started to range. It's not going to give you that punch, right? That's why I leave it. Yeah, and also the good thing about trading both sessions is there's no, and this is obviously, it's hard for people at the start of trading where they've got a job and stuff, but realistically, I don't care if I don't take any trades this session, because I still know that I've got a huge nice zone on GJ, I've got a huge nice zone in EJ, and if that happens later on, then I'll take it then. So it kind of puts the pressure off, kind of like looking for a trade, you know. I'm just sitting and I know when my zones come, I'm gonna have a great trade. If not, then I'm Gucci. That's all it is. That's all it is. I bet Raj is back in this. So if we go into the stop loss would be 28 pips. You'd be up nearly 14, coming towards the resistance. I'd go break even here. If you somehow got in there, guys, I'd go break even. See if this pushes. In terms of where you'd want to take profits if you did get into this Goldie, I obviously didn't because I don't like it, but probably there, right? But you should take some profits. Yes, GJ Gold. Come on, sorry, GJ and EJ push. Patience wins. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Always, always, always. Patience wins. Just gotta be... You gotta be just determined to sit back. And wait. Close 10 pips on gold. Very nice, very nice. Quick little push. Quick little push. Where did it go to? 4-hour resistance. You know, it's like 2 pips away. Take your money and boom. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. GJ. It's looking good. 30 minutes got some good rejection there as well. Push. I'm in EJ cell 141860. Very nice. Yeah. Looking like this EJ's gonna get here. Beautiful. So let me just get this ready. Where is it? Oh, there. EJ. Just gonna get a little signal ready over here, just so when the 30-minute closes, I'll be grand. Later on. 141. 650. On the link tree, which is to the Telegram signals, or does that not exist? It's just the mentorship. It's just the mentorship as the whole. Yeah. So if we actually do come down over here, where could we potentially continue to? Yeah, 140. Yeah, 141. 141 would be great. And then furthermore, 145, 530. Look at gold. Yep, it's rejected. Just like I said. Do you know why? Because it came to the 4-hour resistance. Yes, boy, look at this volume. What is Trello trade analysis, bro? Just my trades that I used to put on. To be fair, I haven't updated it for a while, to be fair. So we've got, 7 minutes left for this 30. I'll probably wait for this 30. I'll probably wait for the 30 to close. Why? Because of the fact the zone's big enough, right? I don't need to get in instantly if a 15 closes below. I'd rather wait for a 30, get extra confirmation. So yeah. But what did I say? Yeah, you said that. Well, you didn't say anything. You just said it still hasn't really done anything. But I think my description of it was maybe a little bit better. Price came up to the 4-hour resistance, rejected, and now it's going to probably sit in the zone. For me, sells below 1872. Having a 30 pip entry is pretty retarded. I'm not gonna lie. You go, Tim. It's broken. $270 people over here. Make sure to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Potentially some setups coming our way shortly. We're coming to some clean zones on both GJ and EJ. GJ, I wouldn't say is as clean. There is a little bit of support there, which is a bit meh. How big would stops be here? 37 pips. So we'll see. You got a nice range, exactly. Very, very nice range, eh? Beautiful, beautiful, clean candles. Already kind of put where I'd want my TPs. Obviously, depends how fast we push, but that's the first level that it could have an issue, right? Because that's where resistance was, and then furthermore back down to there would be nice. Not even more setups as well if this closes below 1872. My god. So starting to break below. Very, very nice. Yeah, the only issue is I couldn't really use previous 30 minute now. I'm 40 pip zone. The zone is 60 pips. It's not bad. I'd rather not use a 40 pip stop though, but we'll see what we can maybe do. We shall see. Be a good impulse buy if the structure isn't perfect, as long as it doesn't bounce off resistance. What's that on? EJ? So the 50-minute time frame is going to close in 5 minutes time. So how would I enter on the 15? Only if the next candle makes a huge top wick and then reflips and then breaks. Then I'd probably just take it. But for the most part, I kind of want to wait for this 30 to close. For the most part. Oh. That's what I'd want. What was the other Yoda one that I downloaded?
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
When you don't believe in price action. Or when you don't believe in Roger Banks.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
That is why you fail.
What a fucking movie, man. What the fuck is this one?
These nuts.
Yeah, I got that one as well. These fucking nuts. These nuts. How do you determine which is the best setup, EJ or GJ? Well, just look at the left-hand side, right? GJ, yeah, they've got a good gap, but it's not as clean as EJ. Look how huge this zone is. Oh my god, there's going to be so many trades. Which one to choose? How big would my stops be if I was there? Yeah, quite a large one, Goldie. You need to put it on a soundboard? Yeah, I'm gonna. Don't worry about it. That's exactly what I was doing. Just last night, I ran out of time. I was knackered. I was basically falling asleep. Yeah, when someone puts in the chat, Max buy or sell, I go, these nuts! You can buy or sell these nuts! Definitely gap fills are better, so GG. This is pushing, eh? This is pushing. Oh, stops huge, man. Right, I'm going to quickly go and get my phone because it's been on charge, but it's easier to write signals on that. One sec. You taking EJ or GJ? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I may wait for the 30 to close on GJ, just because there is a little bit of support there as well. It's a bit like, we'll see. I don't think there's any rush at the moment. Looking like EJ's probably not going to close either, so we're gonna have to wait for the 30. But that's fine with me. The zone is clean as hell, and it's 100 pips. So if I have to wait a little bit longer, then so be it. Oh, this is what I need to do as well. I need to get some Lord of the Rings memes as well. I need to have a one for like when support can't break. And it's like Gandalf goes, "You shall not pass." And then I need another one, My Precious as well, when gold gives me fucking 70 pips like yesterday. My Precious. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, you need to remember that I am a fat nerd. A fat nerd, bro. So closing in 3 seconds now. Let's take a look, right? So yeah, there's a little bit of support there. I think I'd rather wait a little bit longer, okay? A little bit longer. Also, stop loss is fucking Gigantosaurus, right? 44 pips. EJ also hasn't closed below yet. So, yeah, I gotta wait for a 30 to close. That's fine. GJ may fake out. What do you mean fake out? GJ may fake out. Fake out of where? It hasn't closed below anything yet. Especially on the 30. The only thing that's closed is a 15-minute time frame. That is the lowest confirmation that we look at, really. 15-minute. 30 minutes normally better. So we'll just wait for 15. Sorry, we'll wait for 30. Then I'm going to have much kind of confirmation, because then the 30 will be closing below support if it wants to. The 30-minute will be closing below support on EJ as well. So that is what I'd want to look for. Do you look for stars below 158649 GJ? I don't think the traffic is clean. It's just a gap, and the gaps normally fill. So this pushed up, it opened all the way up here. Normally this gap does fill. Just from looking at it in sims and stuff. Yeah. Oh, gap is like clean traffic? Yeah. Like the gap, normally gaps get filled. Yeah. Just a known thing. The gaps get filled. So yeah, let me move this a little bit low. I kind of want it below 528. Yeah. Because you close right on it as well. It's not like it's closed below. Literally tapped it. Yes, but if you check the 15 on GJ, you have a support at 650. Yep. If it makes a top wick and flips, is it possible for sells? You can do whatever you fancy, but for me, what I can see here, the gap really kind of starts here, and it's only a 15 closure, and your stop loss is gigantic. I'd rather just wait for an extra 30, and then I have a much stronger confirmation. But that's each to their own, boy. How old are you, G? 22. What age did you start trading? 16. 16. The ripe age of 16. I would highly advise not doing that. It's rough. Actually, this is the cleanest price action I wanted in GG where it has closed below support. Ah, okay, yeah. So it's just little discrepancies. Let's take a look at what my actual trader looks like then. Hate using that trader, man. Let me just move this up. There we go. Yeah, it's the 15 is closed, but I'm just gonna wait for the 30. Wait for the 30. Seven likes until 100 likes. Any of your friends trade? I've made friends in trading, but none of my friends from home. Well, one of them does, but he's a fucking gambler, and I can't be asked to teach him anymore. Please stop whistling. Sorry. He doesn't want to learn from you. No, it's just. You can't teach a gambler how to trade, man. Like he's one of the guys on nights out where he just sits on the buttons all night and just clicks the buttons. Like he knows what he's doing. He's just he knows he's just gambling, but that's just what he does, unfortunately. Unfortunately. For people who are wanting the tight spreads, I'll just show you my spreads right now. Make sure to come and join IC Markets. The link is put in the chat. There's the spreads right now. Less than a pip for both GJ and gold. It's the one you need. I'll put the broker link here. I am soon going to be doing a broker kind of thing. So if you do join my broker, I'll give you something. I'm trying to think of what I could do for you guys, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm also going to film a Q&A for YouTube. I've got the questions and stuff, so that'll be quite fun. And yeah. How it goes with your friends once you started making pro? Didn't try to learn about it. He says he wants to, but man, he just doesn't have the patience for it. Max, I created an account already in IC. Can I change the IB to you? How do you do that? Yeah, message me. I can send you it. You just go and email them, and they'll move you over. Do new markets looking at you promoting IC Markets? To be fair, I might actually get an affiliate link with Dominion as well, to be fair, because obviously I trust Raja, and the spreads are decent. But mainly I would say for US people. For people who are in like the US who can't use IC, you can use Dominion. When do you consider impulse entries and when do you wait for closing? I wait for closing every time. I don't wait for impulses. I don't do impulses anymore. Too much stress, too much sweaty bollocks, too many L's, too much FOMO. No. Have you experienced lag on IC? Nope. It's normally down to your Wi-Fi. Normally. Roger's limit is 56%, but a super profitable way of managing his risk. Yep. He just manages his risk a lot more. When he gets into any bit of drawdown, he just takes it off. And when he has a good trade, he holds it for fucking 200 pips. So he loses, like, on average, like, I don't know, 6 pips, 7 pips, and he gains, like, fucking 35, 40 pips every time. On average, obviously. You want to buy gold above with support? No. There's absolutely nowhere near where I want to buy gold. I want to buy gold above 1884. This zone here is ass. The left-hand side rejected there yesterday, and it's doing the exact same thing. We're still very bearish, so yeah, I'm not really too bothered about gold buys at the moment. Yep. Also in GJ 15 minute. Yeah, hasn't closed below where I really wanted to, a little bit further below. It's making a good top wick though, which is nice. But can you see the 30 minute? I need the 30 to close now. 6 minutes left. If this closes nice, then I'm going to have a good trade. If not, I'm going to have to wait a little longer. Completing my 100k FTMO phase 2, planning on risking 0.5% per trade. I'm used to trading just a 15k account. I was 1% during the challenge. Well, yeah, do what you're comfortable with, but I generally, because can you see already you're starting to think about the account. Why are you thinking about the account now? You've just passed it. You've just passed both stages, risking 1%, and now you're starting to doubt yourself. Oh, maybe I should use 0.5. I think in terms of just using your common knowledge, I think 0.5 is good. Half risking, just so you can get used to it, getting used to how it works and trading with that money. But I generally would focus on the charts. Still, exactly what you're doing before. Don't focus on the percentages, the gain. Just set it to 0.5 and don't even look at the charts. Don't look at the money inside. Just trade. Just trade, just like the chart here. All right, you're just gonna trade. Don't look at the money side of it. And then at the end of the month, great. If you've made some money, good stuff, you'll get paid out. And it'll just be like normal. It's when people get worked up on the percentage gain or how much they've made or how much they've lost. If you just don't look at it ever, how are you going to ever know? Because what will happen is, imagine if you've got 100k funded and you take your first trade, you made 2%. You're like, oh my God, that's fucking sick. I've just made like 2 grand already. Then it gets to 4 grand, you're like, wow, wicked. And then you start taking some L's, and now you've only got it down to like 1,800. You're like, oh man, I've just lost 2 grand. It just makes things not good. Just leave it alone. Just trade like you would normally do. Just forget about the actual account and just trade normally. Man, the celery on the 15 looks nice. Yeah, we'll see. Go on, EJ. Just keep doing what you're doing. Exactly. Just keep it moving. EJ. Stop loss on EJ is 34 pips. It's okay. Could use previous 15. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, stops would be huge, but the zone below is pretty nice, so there's no issue really. Wait for a top wick, yeah. Potentially. How would the 15-minute stop be now? 20 pips, okay. GJ flipping nicely. Yeah, nearly there. It's nearly there. It's nearly there. So obviously stop on the previous 30 now is huge, like 40 pips. On the previous 15 though, it's not bad. Oh, hold on. Hold on. And there a message. So, in terms of this, right, people are like, oh, it's running off, it's running off. Why is it running off? Because the zone's clean, boy. So you should never get worked up about that. It's meant to do this. This is good. You just gotta be able to find a way to get in now. Pull back up, please. Huge candle. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's take a look at GJ. Yeah, EJ looks nice, I'd say. 141. Great little target as well. So stops are going to be like 30 pips. Hopefully can make a nice top wick here. Gold is playing around. Yep, just like I expected. Make a top wick for the love of Jesus. Yes! Yes! Okay, I'm just gonna get in over here, guys. 350. Okay, so I've taken a trade over here, guys. Flip of the candle. Stop loss is above previous 15. To continue down. So it's based on the 30-minute with 15-minute stops. What the fuck is this? Very nice. Should fall like a knife. Well, clean zone, clean candles. Should do, should do. How will I manage risk? Well, if you start closing maybe back above 520, then I'll probably leave it and manage risk. You get me? 141, the reason why I've got it there is good psychological level. If you're looking at it just in terms of zones, though, it'd be like 149.20 to get to. Do 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 do. Oh, the music's gone off. And the music don't feel like you do when I build it with you. Haven't made much of a top wick yet, so I do expect that we do that for a little while. Do 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 do. I think gold is gaining momentum for a big move. Potentially, eh? I don't know. I think it's just ranging, to be honest with you, at the moment. At this moment in time. Range, baby, range. You entered on the flip or the break of the low. Flip. The flip. Look how clean this zone is, man. Lord have mercy. Go on, GJ, you push. You push down. You push down with EJ, boy. Break that low, pussy. Down, 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 down. You are in this trade on EJ. Lord have mercy. Let me put on Timmy's voice over here.
Timmy! No, it wasn't you, Timmy. Try again. Timmy, did you not do your homework?
Fucking Timmy! Has GJ broke the low yet? No, that's annoying. Are you in EJ Max, please? Please, you in EJ. Just tell me. Champion is in GJ cells. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's broken the low now, which is good. Now fucking drive. So still got a lot of time for this 30-minute. Fucking ages. Let it do its thing. Please don't retrace. It can do its thing, you know. It is also, you know, so bearish. So we do have the power of the dark side with us. But if you're feeling emotional about it, you got to be able to get that feeling out, man. I do not give less of a fuck about this trade. I've already planned it out. If it works, great. If it doesn't, starts closing against me, then great. I'll take it off. What a shame. Like, you know, you never, ever get vexed about it. Just, as long as your zones are marked up, as long as you take your setup that you were looking for, then it's a win-win. As long as you can manage as much as you could, that's all you got to do. I'm in GJ cell. Good stuff, yeah. Hopefully they should fill that gap. And hopefully you should bring EJ with it. Do, do. So 2 or 3 more pips of that push, and then I'm gonna go break even over here. Down, 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 down. Yeah, so probably gonna go break even over here. Stop loss to break even, risk-free trade. EJ bleeding. Still got a while to bleed. So the reason why I've gone break even is because it's half of my position stop. And normally that's where, if it comes back to entry, it can sometimes mess around. Nice, took 12 pips, left 20% running. Nice work. Nice work indeed. Let's take a look what GJ's doing. Yeah, it's just chilling about at the moment. And if this hits my break even, then that's fine. I put it on purpose, right? I didn't just do it emotionally. I know that halfway through, when you get to 15 pips profit with a 30 pip stop, best to go break even. Du, 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 du. Max, I'm risking 50% of my account on this trade. What's your advice? Good luck. It's a break even anyway, so. But yeah, man, that's the easy thing. When you find clean zones, you get the drive, you get the push, and if it wants to bleed, great. If it doesn't, then you hit break even. That's what you want. You want to trade with 0 drawdown, pretty much. We pretty much had 0 drawdown there. And straight into profit, man. That's what you want. It's all you want. Do, 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 do. Oh, that could be the top wick. Now fucking dump. Dump! Fucking dump! Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit out there. I was like, oh my god, I got close. Ah, don't come back up, boy. Oh, oh, oh. Dude. I just entered gold buys. Very nice. Where's that guy gone with his bot? He said he secured some, but his entry was a 30 pip leeway and it only ran like 10 pips. Anyway. When we have clean candles, why does it struggle? Well, because sometimes it does. It's still probably going to push. It's just in my time frame that I want it to. Sometimes, you know, it still does sometimes make a new support there. You know, still if it wants to. It's just most times it does push nicely. Come on. I don't think we're going to get it, unfortunately. And it also looks like, let's take a look here. Yeah, GJ's not doing the best yet, is it? Why didn't it stop you out? What? 'Cause it hasn't hit the flip yet. My entry was 350. 141350. If it takes you break even, do you have a way of re-entering? Probably not. It should drive you if it wants to go. So if it doesn't, then that's fine. Maybe a retest, maybe some resistance forming later on. Potentially. Making a 5-minute small retracement, I guess. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, if it gets back below 200 again, we're gonna be good. Justice for gold buys. I don't know why you guys are playing with gold, man. Why are you guys playing with gold this morning? It looks like shit. Look at GJ and gold and in EJ. Clean as a whistle. Gold range, exactly, man. You leave it alone. Leave it alone. Next candle's open, 15-minute close bearish, good stuff. Obviously my stop isn't safe, but we'll see if we can drive. Hopefully so. Hope we survive the next 15 top wick. Yep. I agree. I agree. I don't know if we're going to. GJ Cell's still there for you? It's not pushing the way I want it to. Also, the 30 didn't close below, so that's why I focus on EJ instead. 30 did not close below. Next chance, GJ super potential. So, still in. Please say that's the top wick. And I'm out. And I'm out. Beautiful. Nice push though. 0 drawdown. Just unfortunately didn't give me the room I wanted over here. So beautiful. So let's go with this. And there we go. Beautiful work. So yeah, got in, a flip, pushed down. Really expected price to get down to 141. And we could not, right? Maybe a retracement later on, resistance forming to continue back down is probably what I'll look for. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. From start to finish, looking at the 15, where can we go? Look at this now. 50 minutes break in previous high. This is not a good sign for the sells, okay? So, pivot entry, yeah, exactly. Could you have closed anything? I mean, only got to 15 pips, 30 pips stop. And especially with the clean zone, I think it would be silly to just close there, to be honest with you. So yeah. Yeah, looking like GJ as well. Might still be alright. So I might wait a little bit longer. Let's look at EJ now. So it did break the high, but not really the largest amount. Interesting to see. GG making the top wick in the 15. Yeah. Feeling sad for the buddy with the cold buys. Yeah, this GJ looks quite nice now, eh? Oh, I think I might have to take this GJ, you know. Top wick. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take GJ over here, guys. How long we got left? Yeah, it's 4 minutes left. Stop loss is 6:30. 1 second, I haven't entered yet. I'm just gonna check something. 10 minutes left until the 30. Yeah, let's wait until the 30. Let's be safe today. Let's be safe. It should have really literally pushed there anyway. Let's take a look at EJ as well. Messing around maybe a little bit more. Wait 10 minutes for this 30 minutes to close, and then we might get something else. You would manage risk close 50% when it broke previous 50-minute high if your stop loss was not set at break even. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, closing maybe 50% there. I don't know. Normally, if it's based on the 30-minute though, I'll wait until the 30 closes. But if it was based on the 15 and I was using previous 15 stop there, then yeah, close 50% there is good way of managing, I think. So yeah, wait 10 minutes for this hourly to close. I always say this, guys, if in doubt and you're coming towards an hourly close, just wait for the hourly to close, okay? Wait for the hourly to close, see what you get there. And then you can start to maybe look, it could be like a celery, it could be a closure below again. I'm just cautious that this 30 is not going to close below again on the 30. But we'll see. It could be maybe a celery play, so yeah. And the celery play would be quite nice, I think, on the 15-minute time frame. Look at gold. Who's been caught on gold today? Who has fucked up on gold? Who has messed up on Goldie? Not me. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this range, man. Very, very bad range. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Now took EJ and book 13 pips. Thanks, Max. Oh, did it run? I don't know. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, man. Good stuff, good stuff. So I could have made maybe 0.7%, but in terms of the zone, it's just that thing, right? Sometimes it just doesn't run the way you want to. The zone to the left hand side was clean. I wanted the push, got the push, but just not really to my 1-to-1 or where psychological level is, which is 141. Just took an EJ trade with the YouTube and the mentorship squad. Got to around about 15 pips profit. 30 pip was a stop though, so I wanted more out of the move back to psychological level. 141, but unfortunately we came back up and hit break even. So all good. We'll see what we can get later on. I'm going to wait for potentially a GJ closure here. What is a psychological level? Like a whole number or a quarter point. So like, can you see here, EJ 141 is where price should magnet to, because price likes to move to psychological levels. Would you take gold cells? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's a little bit washed. As long as we followed our plan, we got to win. Exactly. I put stop loss to break even halfway through the stop. So very, very happy with that. Zero drawdown pretty much again as well. We've got such a nice push. Easy, easy stuff. So 6 minutes left for this closure. Yeah, it seems to be missing there, eh? Seems to be missing a little bit there. Let's take a look at EJ. Oh, EJ's done. So maybe flip again, 290. I don't like re-entering trades as well, like especially like this one. Like, why is that not ran? It's a bit cautious for me now. I should have, you know, this should have pushed. So I don't like getting in second time when my entry was perfect. It's just it didn't push. Normally that's sometimes the chart's fault and not mine. See gold. Oof. It's just a nice strong candle, eh? A nice strong candle. These GJ and EJ are struggling, eh? But to be honest with you, look what's happened, right? It's moved a lot. 290 pips from the start of Asian, so retreatment is maybe needed. Yeah, Goldie might be alright here. Four minutes left. There's a 15 support there. Yeah, we'll see how these closes. Because there was support holded there as well. Yeah, I don't know if I like it that much, man. I think if you look in the hourly, why would I want to take a sell there when support was literally there? There's loads of rejection wicks, upside and downside. So yeah, I'm not taking gold. I'd rather watch than take it. Gold is messy. Yeah, I agree. And also, what have the candles been doing this morning? Doing absolutely sweet fuck all. So it's just kind of putting them confidence together, going, do you know what? I'd rather just paper trade it. I'd rather just go through it as, you know, as a group here and see if it worked out. But there's a lot of things against me. Bad price action, lack of volume, lack of direction. Only until now with this closure, but the candle did exactly the same thing before. Wick to the left hand side, big rejection wicks, hourly support, literally, and it wasn't like it was at 10 o'clock at night. It was literally 9, 10, 11, 12, the whole of US. So I don't know. For me, it's not nice. No me gusta. No me gusta. But can you see the same thing again? I know it didn't work out today again, but what did I do? I waited for the zone that I wanted. I got the closure. I took the trade, got 15 pips profit. Bob's your uncle. It's just the same thing every day, right? The past like fucking, well, I mean, obviously the one on Friday, but the past like 2-3 weeks, I've barely seen red on my screen, to be honest, at all. You're just getting in where the candles push. Did you take any passes on the EJ when you were stop loss to break even? No, Alex, no. Didn't take anything. Five-minute Black Ted. Oh, if it just closes a little bit further below, eh? It's more of a support there. Actually, just 1 second. Yeah. 1 minute 40 left to close below that 5-minute support as well. It'd be interesting to watch, but as I said, I'm not touching it. So can you see here in a minute's time, it looks like this candle may not close below, and then you've got a boo-boo over here. You know what I mean? If I just drew this in the hourly time frame, the hourly is closing, that's the support. So yeah, I'm completely leaving this now. You know what I mean? If you lose this trade here, you go, why the fuck? The left hand side. I mean, this is quite clean from Asian, but it's just such a choppy zone. So looking like GJ and EJ are retracing. So can you see here now, if you were still holding this trade on, you're like, man, I'm holding this trade on now, I'm in drawdown. You know, I took a break-even trade, and that's, you know, you're trying to reserve your capital, right? Even though it didn't push the way I wanted to, you know, when it starts coming against me, coming back to my entry, then I just take it off a break-even, and I'm happy with that. So can you see here now, 20 seconds left. This 30-minute is not going to close below, which is what I kind of expected. It looked like it was rejecting a little bit. EJ is still in the zone, but looking like we're going to close pretty bullish. So what would you wait for now? Maybe retracement back in the zone. I wouldn't really take res forming because it is just in this zone. But a closure back below 158528 again on maybe the 30-minute time frame would be beautiful for me. It would be beautiful. You think gold daily could still flip? I have no idea. Do I think gold daily is going to flip? I think so, yeah. I think it's still pretty bearish. I think we're going to hold this resistance here. But, so look over here. Yeah, it's closed below a little minus support, but as I said, the zone is just not nice. GJ is already going to be nearly breaking the previous 30-minute high, which is changing from bearish structure to bullish structure, as we always know. And EJ is kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, it's rejected. So really, really good management there. I'm very, very happy with it. And that's a good thing. When you get a clean zone to trade in, even if the trade doesn't work out, normally you'll get break even. Okay? You know, even here, right? Let's just say that you didn't go break even. When this candle goes bullish, you could just close their entry at, you know, and lose maybe a pip. So you can manage very, very well as well. So in terms of now, guys, I don't really see anything apart from maybe a 30-minute bearish closure again in 28 minutes time. Because obviously this is the hourly retracing, so yeah, I might have to wait for that. Let's do some Wordle while we wait for the next 30 to close. Oh, fuck. Let's do some Wordle. Max Goldie being cheeky. Yeah, man, it's been nasty. Just to learn, is there a salary possible on EJ now? No. for me, because the 30 is rejected. This is a rejection wick, right? Prices came down, closed a very, very small body with a big wick to the downside, suggesting rejection. If it was the opposite way around, like this, 1 second. If it was like this, then I'd be balls deep in this trade. 1 second. If it was like this. Oh shit, 1 second. If it was like that, then yeah, I'd wait for this candle to make a little top wick, break the low, and then I'd take that trade. Yeah. But the rejection from the downside, which is not nice. Maze? Shit. Whittle is hard as fuck, yeah. AE? Wait. And then AE, then it's Greek. No. I know the A is still there, but I kind of want a bit more. Oh! Very nice. I just took a 3-lot buy and GJ price made a door bottom on the 1 minute, entered 10 pips to plus 10 pip TP. Nice. Are they both yellow and then okay, there's green there, okay. Ooh. Apple in it, yeah, it's definitely apple. Fucking easy, man. This game's way too easy, bro. Why are you not interested in gold shorts? I've talked 15 billion times about it. Just go and have a look. Literally, like last 30 seconds or a minute. The zone's too choppy. The zone's too choppy for me. So yeah, like what I'd probably want here now is either a 30-minute to close bearish here now, and then I'm gonna take the trade, or a retracement, resistance forming. I probably wouldn't take the resistance forming because it's just in the zone. It's not like it's made a new low. But when it comes and closes back below, then I'll take the trade again. So let's just add that trade on. $8.30 EJ sell. Oh, not going to do 6 there. EJ sell, breakout, flip, 30-minute comment. Used 15 stops. 30 pip stop, closed at 0. Oh yeah. So in both of the break evens, that celery did run like after would have got 1.4%. This one here was just a bit unlucky in terms of the push, but still good stuff. Good stuff. 0 drawdown. I just find it interesting though that people are still looking at gold to try and take trades. And like, bro, have you not seen how shit this price action was? If this candle runs down like this, you're gonna go to yourself, oh my god, why didn't I take this trade? You know, but because there's nothing there, man. If you look to the left, it's just so much traffic. It's ass. The only thing that the realistic thing is, it is a closure back in the zone. It is an Asian soup, just like what we did yesterday. But I just feel the zone is just painful. There's no direction. We're between the daily and the 4-hour flip. It's just hovering. There's no volume. So Do-do. Suppose the hourly wasn't too bad there, but there's a lot of 30 res there. What time is that at? 9 o'clock, yeah. How big were your stops? Could you use 15? Yeah, your stops are fucking huge. Oh no, 25, that's not bad. Yeah, the zone was meh. Come on, Goldie, go. So your stop loss would be 44. That's quite a big stop. You'd have to use maybe previous 15. Potentially. Looking like GJ is still holding this level. EJ may be coming for revenge again. It's coming for some revenge. Right, while I'm waiting for this closure. Oh, EJ, push. While I wait for these next closures. Oh, look at Goldie. I'm just going to quickly go get ready for the gym so I can quickly go straight away. Because I want to actually go at the spa today. And I won't have enough time if I don't get ready now. So it'll be 2 minutes just waiting for this closure. Is there a salary on the 15? Yeah, it's quite far away. Right, 2 minutes. Oh, he's got the women beater on. Yes. Oh shit, chair. Okay. And there you go. Everyone that just took gold cells, please, for the love of Jesus, stop it. Well, gold just smoked it. Mate, how many people would have taken gold today? The buys, the sells. Man, you just gotta. Because, like, what can happen is you can take really good trades and then you just spunk like 4 or 5 losses there. Just trying to take a buy, trying to take a sell. Yeah, there's just no reason, man. Focus on a pair that's clean, you know. GJ and EJ here are clean at the moment. Even though I think they're running out of volume, I'm not gonna lie. I think they are running out of a little bit of volume over here. Has to have no sleeves so that biceps don't rip the shit. Mate, my biceps are small, man. I used to have 18-inch arms, man. I had some fucking wham arms. Right now, hell no. Hell no. So yeah, I mean, in terms of this morning, it's been okay. It's been nice. We waited for our zone. We took our trade. We got into some profit. But I kind of wanted more of a dump, to be honest. But it already kind of ran quite a lot, right? So it's kind of fair enough. It's fair dues. Okay, in terms of GJ now, we're starting to reject 50 minutes. Starting to come back above. Yeah, so I think retracement, resistance forming, closure back below 528. Then I think we could potentially get some nice sells later on. Yeah, Goldie, I'd leave it alone. I don't think there's anything nice. I think it looks a bit choppy. But it's the same thing every morning, right? You come to the charts, yes, you sit on here for a while, sometimes you get break even, sometimes you get an L, but that's the whole part of trading, right? You've got to be able to enjoy that. If you enjoy it, then trading's for you. If not, then it's probably not. Could all the real gold trade sellers please stand up? Literally. People are dying over here. Actually, we need to just see if GJ closed below 30 minutes. If it's not happening, no worries. Left the chart, go for a walk and get ready for NY. That's all. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, just that consistency, man. Coming every morning, seeing if there's a trade there, looking at your zones. Literally, if you go back at the start of the stream, I said I want sells below here. This is the cleanest part. Obviously, it needs a bit of a retracement, but that always happens after a big push, right? You remember that. It needs to always retrace a little bit and then maybe continue back down. Yes, sirree. So yeah, I'm going to go in the sauna for 30 minutes. Going to do chest and straight into the jacuzzi and then sauna for 30 minutes. Then ready for NY. I'll be all zenned out. I also bring my book out. I've nearly finished that book, which is good because it took me fucking ages to read it. And I'll be on my next books over there that I've got to read. So yeah, I mean, 50 minutes closing now, bullish. I think I'm probably going to leave this over here for later on. I think so. EJ's rejected again. Goldie's doing nothing. So, I think I'm going to leave it off over here, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. We've learned a lot today. We took a nice trade, 0 drawdown. Went 15 pips. Stop loss was 30. I wanted more out of the move. The zone was clean enough. And we just could not get that next push. But do I get vexed about it? No, who cares? It's the same thing every single day. You just got to be able to remember that, right? So thank you so much for coming on, guys. See you later, Zoom. We've got simulation session later on. NY session at 12. I'll hopefully post the NY Outlook around about 11:30. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Peace out. Adios, amigos. Peace out. Thank you so much, YouTube, for coming on. We will see you guys later on. If you guys do enjoy the mentorship, you know the score.